my love, welcome yourself in this special session that is lined up ahead of us. Has been designed for you to feel good, to allow your heart to be hugged. All right, we're gonna weave in some self-love today and allow the body to just request that de-armoring, that dismantling of anything that has been protecting your sensitive psyche. So physically, we're going to spend about 25 minutes journeying and circulating through a mandala flow. And then at the 3/4 mark, we will hit that reset button and we'll come to the ground and we will fully rest and recover. So we're also going to start in that place. So please, when you're ready, come to lie down and just trust that however you land intuitively is right. You'll come onto your back and you'll allow your systems to surrender. So let yourself get comfortable. And we'll just begin this process of coming out of that default world. All of the emails, all of the commuting, messaging, typing, swiping, all the la 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 la. And then we'll drop into the subtle world of you. Bring your hands to you, one hand to heart, one hand to belly. And with your hands on your body, feel the feedback of your breath, which is to say, focus on your inhale. And then focus on your exhale. And may this point of focus allow you to arrive into your presence. An invitation today to shift our presence from a place of attachment into a place of feeling. From head into heart, from intellectualizing to experiencing. Now please really experience your breath. So feel the fabric of the front line of your body stretch and expand as you breathe in. Feel your physicality receive the benefits entirely as you breathe out. All right, now from here, I'm just going to ask that you begin to extend your arms back, reach your legs forwards if they're not there already. And we're just going to start to walk the feet and the hands over to the right. Now keep that left hip anchored down, and by design, the body should be kind of mirroring a banana shape right now. Some of you may wish to pick up the left ankle and place it over the right. Again, keep peeling that left hip down. You might even want to wrap the right hand around the left wrist and slightly arc yourself further over to the right. And then pause here. Opening your heart and filling your lungs. I was actually listening to a podcast just before, and something he said really stuck with me. He said it's really difficult to have a limiting, habitual, hooking thought when your mind is focused on your open heart and an embodied breath. So please, open the heart, fill the body with breath. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Now with this simmering speed, begin to walk your arms and your legs over in the opposite direction, to the left. Maybe the right ankle picks up and drops over the left foot. Maybe left hand cups hold of the right wrist, and you gently tug yourself over to the left. Fill the body, open the heart, breathe in. Breathe out. Request a de-armoring. And as we move through this practice today and we peel back those layers, let's also start to weave this sense of gentility through. Take a gentle, easy breath in. From the heart space, breathe out. All right, my love. Start to walk everything back through center, through neutrality. And then from here, I'm just going to ask that you draw your knees in. Give them a tug, a hug, some self-love, a little rock side to side. And then let's start to flip this rock forwards, backwards. Go ahead and give yourself enough encouragement to come into all fours. All right. Once we meet there, I want you to set this up well. Those beautiful hands of yours are under your shoulders. Those kneecaps are underneath your hips. You're going to push through your hands, press through your shins, and then soften the navel down. Flare through the sits bones. Open up your chest, your sternum, your throat, and then take a big breath in here. As you breathe out, you're going to round into your back. Chin in, tailbone under. Can you make this more specific so you're creating space through the vertebrae, each and every one? Even space through the waist as you suction the navel in towards your spine. Space through the neckline as you take your gaze towards the belly button. Now pause, empty your lungs, and then as you fill up, drop the belly, come back into first base, cow pose. As you exhale, let's ripple and round. Few more cycles like that. So as we breathe in, we're elevating, opening, lifting. And as you breathe out, you're rooting, rounding, grounding. Now that is your rhythm. And listen, yogi, if you wish to freestyle a little here, then please take sovereignty of your soul, your psyche. Let whatever needs to be moved moved. So your vessel, your vehicle, start to take it on a little bit more of a ride. An inventory. How are you doing? How are you coming in on this day? What's going on in there? What could use a little bit more attention, awareness, consciousness? Now consciously take a breath in and allow that breath to sweep through your systems. Breathe out. Okay, listen, this is not a command. I'm definitely not commanding you, but when the body feels ready, you're going to start to lift yourself into downward facing dog. There's no rush. You can almost allow this movement, this motion to serve as this uncoiling and uncovering, a consistent discovering to you. Hi, you. Welcome yourself in. All right, now look forwards, tiptoe your feet forwards, make every step count. Little love nose, all the way to the top of the mat. And then once you're there, please bend your knees a lot. Let's have you sweep your arms all the way back behind you. We're going to be coming into this shoulder girdle a lot today, so let's just prepare the system. So interlace the hands and then drive the fists that you've curated over the back body. You're going to melt your right shoulder towards your right kneecap and then straighten out the left hamstring. If you want to increase the sensation of that hammy, start to bring the weight into the left heel so the ball of the left foot comes off the ground. Yeah. And then take a sensational breath in. Full breath out. Drop the left foot. Bend the left knee. Roll the left shoulder towards the kneecap. Straighten out the right hamstring and keep your arms engaged. Weight into the right heel. Pick up the toes. Ooh, let it feel oozy, melty, drippy. Indulge in it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now drop the foot. Kneecaps bend. Arms relax. Chin tucks in. And that tucking is going to serve as a signal to rolling all the way to stand. Move with ease, with softness. Untuck the chin, lift the head. And then it's from that place that your arms are going to rise to the side. Your fingers are going to energize. Your eyes are going to soften. Your heart is going to lift. And listen, it is really not that serious. But it truly is this soft. If you let it be. Take a soft breath in. Easy breath out. All right, we're going to move with the breath now. So fill up again. Exhale, hands to heart. Now listen, inhale, arms are going to rise all the way up, sweep up, look up. And then let this be devotional as you fold into yourself. This prayer in practice, devotion in motion. Now take yourself into halfway lift as you breathe in. High plank position, breathe out. And I want you to meet any tension today with tenderness. So don't make it harder than it has to be. You're going to play in the polarity of strength right now, but we're going to sweep in some ease. So shift forwards, breathe in. You can lower the knees, the chest, the chin as you breathe out. Now puff and fluff your heart forwards and upwards, cobra, squeezing glutes. Crown of the head erect. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to continue to weave the thread. So breathe in, look forwards. Breathe out, step forwards. Into halfway lift. Ripple the spine. And then fold into yourself. Please listen. Inhale, you come all the way up. Your arms lift up. Now as you exhale, reconnect your hands at your heart center. Intentionality through your circuitry, arms out wide. Your hands are an extension of your heart. Breathe in, open the heart. Exhale, hands reconnect. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, fold down. Can you move with extra softness? Halfway, breathe. High plank, breathe out. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Lower, knees, chest, chin. Keep your elbows wrapped in. Chest forwards, upwards as you breathe. It's a sweet cobra. Breathe out, down dog. Final cycle. Keep it medicinal. As you inhale, you look forwards. As you exhale, you step forwards. Be light through the transitions. Move with ease, effortless, halfway. And then forward. Where does the effortlessness come from? Comes from dropping expectations, so release them. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Nice and wide as you breathe in. Fingers, arms, hands, energize. Exhale, reconnect. Rejoice. Rekindle. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forwards and down. Halfway, breathe. High plank, breathe out. Vinyasa into Urdhva Mukha, a back bend. Breathe into it. Downward facing dog, breathe out. All right, we're going to continue to meet the fire with water today. Cooling, nurturing energy. So go ahead and start to extend the right leg back behind you as you breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to scorpion the spine. So shift your weight forward, stack your shoulders over your wrists, point your head towards your foot and drive your foot towards your head. Now breathe in and pull the right knee in, and then as you breathe out, step the foot forwards in between your thumbs. Lower your left kneecap. Lift up your arms, and I'm going to invite you to hook your thumbs just so you can switch on your scapula. So hook the thumbs and pull the thumbs away. Yeah, that's it. Isolate the right knee, and can you make this shape even more luxurious? For me, that means really sinking into the hips and then opening the chest so I find more arch and arc through the spine. Now feel and find the full capacity of the breath. Inhale, the lungs expand. Exhale, arriving in your presence. Good. Now from here, we're just going to transition the hips back. Reach your arms forwards. Don't drop the hands. So you're in a half split position, but we're going to keep integrity through the core. A little note is to flex the right foot. It's going to help with stability. Now let's move 3 rounds through those 2 positions. Just a little bit of flexibility, mobility. So bend the knee, open the chest. Can you make it more expressive, more dramatic? Exhale. You don't need to wait for me. In fact, I'd encourage you to just take yourself out of the screen and move around a little or a lot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go for one more cycle. Inhale, sliver yourself through. Exhale. All right, listen. From half split, you're going to drive back into the right foot, lift everything up. You're in a high lunge, but now immediately, collectively, let's reach our arms back behind us. Drop your left heel down. Please just organize yourself. So notice how my left toes go out. I'm going to interlace the fingers, drive the fingers, the fist down so I can catapult the chest up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, humble warrior. Chest to the inner seam of the right thigh. Now everyone bend the left knee, straighten out the right hamstring. It's a version of Skandasana. So set this up well. Hips lower, find a proud chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, spin to the back of the mat, drop the right hand in line with the left foot, and then really twist your toes now to face the back of the mat. Sweep the left arm up, pull it up like an arrow, like Cupid, and then send that arrow back behind you, towards yourself. All right, as the arm reaches back, for some of you, you may even wish to turn the toes to the left. Yeah, it's going to take it deeper into the IT band. Now take one more breath in here. As you breathe out, reach your left arm up and over and take yourself through high plank. From high plank, you know the drill. Easy does it. You lower. And then you lift yourself up. Create space. Exhale, downward facing dog. As always, through this mandala flow, when we face the back, we utilize the breath to move us in flow, in synergy, in sync to the front of the mat. Here we go. Right leg goes back, breathe in. Scorpion, breathe out. Right knee in, inhale. Right foot forwards, exhale. We're going to skip out the pulsations. Drop the left knee, lift up the arms, low lunge, breathe in. Half split, breathe out. High lunge. Exhale, hands come back behind you. Listen, drop the left heel as your hands interlace, open up your chest. So you're preparing yourself for humble warrior. Breathe in. Breathe out, chest to the inner seam of the right thigh. That's it. Now bend your left knee, straighten out the right leg. Process. Breathe in. As you breathe out, spin to the front of the mat. Reposition the right hand in line with the left foot. Keep your left arm lifted. Send it back behind you. Maybe your toes continue to turn and churn. It should feel juicy. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arm comes up and over, and then you set yourself up in high plank. From high plank, how slow can you go? Knees, chest, chin. Like you're moving in slow motion, so you squeeze out every second of the transition. Let the transitions be just as important as the positions. Open up your chest, breathe in. Open the heart, request that de-armoring. Breathe out, downward facing dog. From down dog, drop to the knees, hips to heels, third eye to the ground. Pause. Let yourself feel what needs to be felt. Now feel that breath. Second round, nice and slow for this first section, and then we move when the body knows where to go. Down dog. All right, extend the left leg back behind you and breathe in. Take yourself through that scorpion back bend. So everything stacks, so you've got that structural support. And then really give the skull something. Send the head back and reach the toe towards the head. Good, now the left knee is coming in. You're squeezing in. As you exhale, foot forwards. Right knee drops down. Softly does it. Pull your arms up. Again, hook your thumbs and lower into your hips. Open your chest. Feel the rib cage spread, but then knit your inner corset muscles together. Breathe. Breathe out. Hips are going to push back. Your arms are going to reach forwards. Straighten out through your left hamstring. Keep your hands off the ground. So we've got to really keep some contraction through the core, the abdominal wall. And then find the contraction of the breath. Inhale. Exhale. 3 rounds through those 2 positions. Here we go. Bend the knee, open the chest. Breathe. Exhale, half split. 2 more. Aerating, ventilating, oxygenating. Breathe out. 1 more. Inhale. Open the heart, fill the lungs. Exhale. All right, from your half split, this is when we're going to give ourselves some vigor. You move back into the left foot. Now you curl the right toes under and lift up your arms. Now straight away, please reach your arms back behind you and interlace the fingers. Don't make a big hoo-ha about it. Drop the right heel down. Drive through the knife edge of the right foot. Open up your chest, straighten out your arms, breathe in. Humble warrior, breathe out. Don't let your arms go to sleep. They're moving over the back body. Now bend the right kneecap. Lengthen out the left hamstring. A variation of Skandasana. You have to really ground through that right foot. Take a breath with me. As you breathe out, spin it to the back of the mat. Left hand down. Right arm is up. And then maybe you shoot that arrow back behind you. Maybe you turn the toes. And it's from this place that you just kind of wave and wash that you wave and wash a sense of ease and fluidity through your circuitry. Breathe in. As you breathe out, right arm up and over, high plank. Lower. Lift. Downward facing dog. Follow your breath on this magic carpet ride. Extend the left leg. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, foot forwards. Low lunge. Half split. High lunge. Hands interlace. Breathe to prepare, drop the heel. Humble. Right knee bends, breathe in. Turn to the front, breathe out. Left hand down, right arm is lifted, send it back, breathe. And just like that, high plank. You take yourself home. Wash yourself through. Lift up the chest. Listen, lovely child's pose. Just pause and please don't make a big scuffle about it. Just let your system settle. And just something to note is that the way we show up in this practice is often like a mirror of how we're showing up in life. And it's not about the athleticism, it's about your presence. So realign your presence onto your breath, which is to say focus on your inhale, focus on your exhale. And may this point of focus allow you to stay more connected and receptive to the here and the now, where everything is absolutely okay. You're okay. It's okay. Now breathe in as a signal to that serving, soothing. Breathe out. All right. Second round, we're just gonna play. Please, we do so much shadow work. How about we integrate some light work in today? We're gonna light ourselves up. Let's take a sun A, so look forwards, step or jump your feet forwards, halfway at the top, and then fold. You rise, and then listen, hands connect to your heart. Send your arms out wide. A big hug, a big expression, an extension of the heart. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Vinyasa. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. And then straight away, the right leg's going back. Scorpion. Listen, pull the right knee in. Slide the right knee behind your right wrist. Bring your shin to a diagonal. We're going to set up pigeon pose with the bottom half of the body. So send the left knee back. Bend your left knee from here and reach your left hand back to grab hold of the foot. kick the shin back so you can open up your chest. And if this feels accessible, continue to press through the back of the right foot and then wheel that heel in towards the inner seam of the left forearm. Erect the left fingertips and then trickle the right hand up and eventually interlace the fingers. Mermaid pose for a breath. Let it be easy peasy. Breathe out. What you resist persists. So we move with a state of effortless and ease. Hands to ground. Now we're going to meet ourselves in strength. Push the hands down, curl the left toes under, pick the right knee into the chest, and then step the foot forwards. Lower the left knee, lift up your arms. Maybe you hook the thumbs or not. Breathe. Half split. Listen into high lunge. Now stay here, but sweep your arms back behind you. Keep the heel off the ground, in other words. Open the chest. Breathe. As you breathe out, warrior 3. So the weight comes forwards, the left toe's gonna come off the ground. Warrior 3, or toppling tree. Chest comes down, left leg rises, so the leg and spine are at a diagonal. Hold in for 3. Stay committed, last 2. On 1, rebend the right knee, lower the left foot, open up your chest, fill your lungs, left heel is down, breathe in. Fold to the inner seam of the right leg, breathe out. You're doing amazing. It's okay, it's just a yoga flow. Bend the left knee, breathe. Now please turn to the back of the mat, right hand down, breathe out. Send your left arm back, and some of you are gonna really drop into the right hip as the left arm goes back. Maybe if you wanna flare this up, left foot is gonna stack on top of the right foot. You push the right hand down and lift yourself through a side plank, Vashi. 1 breath in. High plank, breathe out. Lower. Lift. Down dog. My favorite part of the practice, when you just flow. Devotion in motion. Here we go. Right leg. Scorpion. Don't overthink it. Knee in. Foot forwards. Left knee down. Anjaneyasana. Low lunge. Half split. High lunge with intention to take it into humble warrior. Left heel down, arms wrapped behind you. Breathe. Fold to the inner seam of the right thigh. Breathe out. Bend the left knee, straighten the right hamstring. Inhale. To the top of the mat. Exhale. Plant the right hand down, pull the left arm up, and then shoot it back behind you. Maybe you spin the feet, breathe in. High plank position, breathe out. I'll see you all the way through in downward facing dog. This is it. One final push. Let me rephrase that. One final flush. Here we go. Extend that left leg back and breathe. Scorpion, breathe out. Inhale, knee to nose. Listen well. Exhale, sliver that left knee behind the left wrist. Shin to a diagonal. Right knee, drop it down and then send it back. And then pull your right heel in and reach the right hand to grab hold of the foot. You kick the shin back, so then by consequence, your chest opens. Now restabilize through the back of the left foot, especially that pinky toe. And then maybe the foot comes to the inner seam of the right forearm. Your right arm might begin to lift. Maybe the left hand starts to lift up. And your hands can eventually come together. Now what I see a lot is kind of falling over to the side. That is all good. Just wash in a wave of grace and some gratitude for the fact that you're here now, showing up and breathing in your body. Open the heart, fill the lungs, wherever you're at. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your right leg. Hands under the shoulders. Meet yourself in your strength. Curl the right toes under, knee off the ground, left knee into the chest, and then step the foot forwards. Drop the right knee. Lift up your arms gracefully. Breathe. Half split, breathe out. From half split, we're going to take ourselves up. Then we're going to move into a balance. So be careful, be mindful. Arms are going to come back. Weight is going to track forwards. Interlace your fingers. Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Or toppling tree. We're only here for 3. 2. On 1. Right foot comes down. Right heel drops. Chest lifts. Breathe. Humble. Breathe out. Bend the right knee. Breathe in. To the back of the mat. Breathe out. Left hand down. Finish yourself off. Keep shooting the right hand back. Spin the toes over to the right. Lower the hip. Maybe right foot steps on top of the left. You push through the left hand. You pull in at the left side of the waist. And you lift up. We're only going to be here for one more breath in through Vashi. And then as we breathe out, high plank. Lower. Lift yourself up. Downward facing dog. Enjoy, sweet yogi. We're going to move back to the front. All the way with your beautiful breath. Here we go. Extend the left leg back and breathe in. Scorpion, breathe out. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, left foot forwards. Right knee down, arms up. What could use more space? Breathe in. Half split. Breathe out. Just be on the breath. It's the biggest part. Focus on the inhale as you rise up. Focus on the exhale as the arms sweep back. Right heel's dropping. Chest is opening as you breathe. As you breathe out full to the inner seam of the thigh. Now bend the right kneecap, straighten out the left hamstring, inhale. Turn to the front, you spin the feet, left hand comes down, right arm goes back. Take a big breath. As you breathe out, high plank. Lower. And then lift up your beautiful heart. Breathe in. Send that currency, the electricity, the energy right in. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then drop to the knees. Take child's pose. Forehead to ground. Recover your system. And just know that everything that you feel right now is absolutely intentional. What I like to do with this practice is spike the system. And then we consciously take these moments to rest, digest, and recover. We remind ourselves the body is going to recover, the heart is going to recover, the breath is going to recover. And what is that? It's a practice of life. Find your life force, which is to say focus on your inhale. And then focus on your exhale. Now let's really start to wash this sense of ease throughout our circuitry as we meet any fire with the cooling, the nurturing sense of water. we're going to enter this watery realm now. So I want you to just roll the spine up. And then, in lack of better words, we're going to come to extend the legs forwards. So we're going to come into a really deep, nourishing fold. You might have to just shift your hips a few inches forwards. Take a moment to really find your hip bones. You might even want to remove the fleshy parts from under the sits. And then lift up through the fingertips. Take a breath in. Fold into yourself as you breathe out. And continue to just allow the breath to flow. So we really stay connected to that flow state. Anything that might create a kink in that chain, anything that leads towards analyzing, judging, limiting. And if you find yourself wondering or going into a space that is task orientated or problem solving, or the logical mind wants to drive this experience, then let's use the touch of the breath to bring us back in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now tuck your chin in as a signal to rolling and recalibrating the spine back upright. And then untuck your chin, bend your right knee, pull the heel in. Place the right hand behind you, lift the left arm upwards. Take a breath. As you breathe out, hook the left elbow to the right knee. And then drive through the left heel so the foot is flexed, but twist and turn so you look over the right shoulder. Now breathe in and grow long. And as you breathe out, request that de-armoring around the heart. Breathe. Breathe out. Turn your chest to face back forwards. And then from here, we're just going to split the legs wide. Take them as wide as possible. Again, find your hip bones. And then lift your hand bones. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, fold forwards and down. And just know that whatever shape you arrive in is okay. This is one of those poses where we all look different physically because we are all so different within our anatomy. So let go of labels, of aesthetics, of expectations. Move into those spaces and places where you can experience sensation, the subtleness, the touch of your breath. As you breathe in, you weave that thread from the base of the spine into the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, you fold a little deeper. Now tuck your chin in. Let the spine come all the way back up. Zip the thighs together. Bend the left knee. Place the left hand behind you. Reach the right arm up and breathe. Right forearm, left knee, breathe out. Hook it on. Flex the right foot. Push through the left hand. Take a breath in and grow tall. As you breathe out, twist deeper. Softly, tenderly. Inhale. Exhale. Let your chest come all the way back through center. Bend into both knees now. Hands behind those knees, those thighs of yours. Unravel yourself down to ground. And then once the spine is down, extend your legs long. Let the feet fall away from one another and land in your own portal of perfection. Take a sweeping inhale into your body. And then let it all go as you exhale. With this gentility, start to stretch yourself out of the stillness. Flush through your fingers, roll through your toes. Unclench your jaw and even lick the lips a few times to swallow. Start to taste you, feel you, sense you, perceive you. Widen the capacity of your breath. Have you start to allow the knees to gently gather in. Position the hands behind the legs and just rock yourself into a seat where you're going to allow your hands to meet. Center of that beautiful heart space of yours. And then you bow your chin in as a sign that you've crossed over the bridge today from thinking to feeling, from intellectualizing to experiencing, from your head into your heart. Now may you lead from this place throughout the rest of your day. And as I bow to you all, I say namaste. From my heart to yours, thank you. It's truly with a humble bow that I can offer you this time, space, session, and transmission. I hope it serves you well. Take care of you, and I'll see you all the time.